Hey guys, been gone for a little while. I um I I don't really know why I make these videos. Sometimes I feel like they're a way for me to justify, at least recently, doing badly, or at least not in the way that I want. Makes me feel like I'm still heading in the right direction even though I'm not really. I know that over the last couple of weeks I've actively been trying to, maybe not, lose weight, or maybe just cling to some semblance of what my body looked like, because I had become so attached to it and so fixated on it and so proud of it, I guess. At the same time, I was really very much the first time in my life that I had achieved something in my body that I was really happy with, but the upkeep was way too much and way too expensive in terms of the price that I had to pay to maintain it. And in all honesty, I gave that stuff up, and for a couple of days it was going good, and then thought to myself, oh, I'll just do a couple of push-ups here and there, I'll just do a couple of sets, and that's easy, that's like 5-10 minutes, that's nothing. And slowly but surely that got more and more because I got more obsessed by it, and it got to the point now where I'll do one in the morning, one at night of 100 push-ups kind of thing, and that's as my body is, and I'm not doing other exercises or anything else, my body's slowly changing, getting back to sort of where it was. And today I'm noticing that more often, I guess more so off just feeling crap because, putting myself through all this shit again, even as innocent as it starts out, it gets out of hand and becomes compulsive, and it just leaves me fixated on my body, and how important that is just reinforces the I don't know, what I believe it to mean. It gives me a sense of confidence, sure. I feel I can take my shirt off more and I feel okay about that. Sillily enough, it was the idea of, I want my tattoo to look good, so I want to have some sort of pectoral muscle or shape or whatever so it doesn't look stupid. But deep down, it was a way to control my weight, a way to soften the blow of giving up exercise cold turkey, and also to try and maintain some sort of body image that I felt okay with. I felt if I could hang on to the muscle up top, then my abs and everything else that would go to shit would be okay, and I could deal with it a little bit easier. And it was an easy thing to maintain and upkeep. It was just something I just did and wouldn't have to think much about it. But slowly but surely, like everything else does, it becomes obsessive and compulsive and maintains the fixation and the obsession that is my body and the way it looks and my eating disorder and all the other shit. Over the last couple of weeks I've been making the videos. I haven't posted any, but I've been making them. And because I get to this point and I don't feel like I've got anything to talk about. So I've got about 4 weeks worth of ways and twirly dances and whatnot, but nothing to really post up, and I feel like I'd let everyone down. I feel like I was cheating everybody, and then I spat on all the support and all the effort that you guys went to keep my spirits up and keep me positive and keep me focused. And over the weekend I just in a headspace where I realised again, and this is the shitty part about it all, is that I fall down and then I have to fall so far before I realise what I'm doing, and then I hit a spot and then I start to crawl back, and then I fall down and then I hit a spot and I start to crawl back and I fall down, and it goes over and over and over again. And I had one of those moments on the weekend, and today I just feel really unhappy. I feel really lost and empty, and I don't know where to go, what to do, how to do it anymore. I spoke to a friend of mine recently that talked to me about the way that I was approaching this, and that I ultimately want to give up control and be fancy free and happy and all that kind of jazz. And that comes with weight gain, because it gets me in a better mental state. I feel better. I look better. That's arguable, but we all know it's true. And just quietly, I'm in a happier space more often than not. Body-wise, it's a bit shit, but usually I'm a bit better. But this person, and something that I've always known is that, the eating plan and everything else, and what I'm eating and how much I can have and that kind of thing is still control. It's still creating a bubble of control, a sense of safety, a sense of okayness that allows me to do those, that allows me, to keeps me safe, but ultimately it keeps me in control. And when ultimately I want to give up control, is that not counterproductive? And am I not just creating a new way to control my weight? And arguably, yes, most certainly. I will be the first to admit that. It's something that I've known for a long time, that when giving up control, I have to challenge all these different things. And in doing, and to do that, I've always worked from a foundation, because it's always what I've known. It's always been the way that I've done it. I've been conditioned to do it that way. And so it's all I've really known. It's the only way I've known how to do it. And this friend of mine said, why don't you just give up control now? Why don't you just live as if the way that you want to? And I wrestled with that for about a week and a half. And I felt like my world had been turned upside down, because I didn't know what I was doing anymore. I didn't know how to come at this. I didn't know how to attack it. And I felt like everything that I was doing was wrong. Everything that I was doing was a fallacy. Everything that I was doing was this big lie that I was telling myself, that ultimately I was just keeping myself safe and secure and protected through another means. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that we all have those things. We all have structures and routines and things to keep us in a sense of equilibrium, to give us a sense of okayness in our day. Because to not have those things is complete anarchy, and to not have those things, I don't believe is possible. Because we create them, we're human, we create those things, be they for good or for bad. They help us get through each and every day. And I realise that I'm a person who needs structure, I'm a person who needs routine, who needs those things, because it gives me a foundation from which I work. And maybe that's something that I've developed because of my eating disorder. Maybe that's become hardwired into who I am, but it is part of who I am. And ultimately, my mindset is that those, and the healthy eating plan and all that kind of stuff, helps me challenge things I would otherwise not be able to do. It helps me make gains and milestones that I would not be otherwise able to achieve. And without that structure, I drown in a sea of anxiety, panic and fear. And I'm sure my friend will watch this, and I don't want you to get the wrong idea, but let me explain to you that even to challenge the smallest food fear, to challenge the smallest behavioral change, generates a sense of panic and fear and terror, akin to being chased by a murderer with a knife, being an arachnophobic and being put in a room full of spiders and told to sit there and enjoy them crawling all over you. The intensity of that is such that to do it willy-nilly, free-spirited, I have nothing to cling to. I have nothing to bring me back down to a sense of okayness. That foundation allows me to do things I would otherwise not be able to do. And ultimately, because I want to live a life where I am less in control, not completely out of control, or not having any control, or not being in control, or being fancy-free, but having less stringent control, being less narrow, having such a broad palette as to what I can do, or what I allow myself to do, and what I feel okay in doing. And that will take time. It's not going to just be, you know what, I'm just going to do this. anyone who has never experienced this, and I don't want to say you don't know what it's like, because you don't, but you do. It's one thing to understand it, it's another thing to truly get it, and I don't think unless you would live it, like anything else, you don't truly get it. But I've come to realise that I need those things because they keep me sane, they keep me safe in a room full of monsters. It's the raft that I cling to in an overwhelming sea in which I would otherwise drown. And I'm not trying to make excuses, nor am I trying to justify why I do these things. But it's something that I can come back to when everything falls to shit, when I feel completely out of control, when I challenge something and it freaks me the fuck out, like literally to the point where I go into panic attack. Having those structures there allow me to bring myself back to okay. And that's what those structures are there for. They bring us back to okay. Because each one of us is always trying to bring ourselves back to okay. We live our lives trying to bring ourselves back to okay. Just my okay and the structures and the scaffolding that I tend to build around myself to make me okay, not very helpful. And that being said, at the end of the day, when all else has been accomplished, when all else has been triumphantly conquered, the last great hurdle, the last great monster to slay, is that sense of structure, is to loosen those reins. But I need to get to a certain place before I do that. I needed to get that off my chest, I feel, and these are a selfish endeavour, and whether anyone watches these, I don't care. I needed to commit this to tape, and I needed to put this out into the ether, and I needed to touch base with you guys, because I feel like I've failed you. I feel like I've let you all down, and I feel like I've made a mockery of all the support and all the love and all the concern that you guys give me, and I twist it and turn it and then disappear, and I hate when people do it to me, but I do it to you guys, and I think it's not a big deal. And truthfully, it was because I was too ashamed to come on here and talk, because I felt like everything I was saying was a lie. But here I am, inch by inch, trying to crawl back again, because 75 kilos-ish, I think, the last time I checked myself. And when I put myself on the scales, I'll tell you no lie that I want it to be less. Every day I want it to be less, because I want to feel okay. Because being less means I'm not being more. And not being more means I'm not looking a certain way, feeling a certain way. It doesn't mean I don't have control. I hate my life. I don't feel good. I don't feel okay. I feel shit. And I can't seem to be the person that gets to juggle gets to have their cake and eat it too, and I think I've said that before, but it does feel like I'm always been an all or nothing person. Always, and that's not just something because my eating disorder. I've always been an all or nothing person. And I've always been a person who likes sort of structure and knows what to do, and then sort of goes out and does it. And that's part of my personality. But they're parts of my personality that I want to challenge as well, and that's later. This is now. I want to commit to 5 kilos. I want to commit to getting to 80 kilos. I want to commit to just getting better, but I don't even know what that looks like anymore. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what's the right way, what's the wrong way. I don't know what to do in a lot of instances, and I fly by the seat of my pants, and I'm making it up as I go along. And all I know is that it needs to be my decision, and I need to make the decisions each way. But I'm committing to 5 kilos. Whether it's a little bit each week or whatever it is, I don't know. But that's what I'm committing to, and you guys are going to be a testament to that, and that's what these are all about, keeping me honest, and that's what it's going to do. So, as of this week, we'll be committing to 5 kilos. You know what, I'm going to keep doing the push-ups thing, but I'm going to start staggering that, because apparently I'm doing far too much and it's not good for me, and I look old and I look haggard and I look weird in the face, and I don't like it. And sure, it's vanity, but you know, whatever. I looked at old videos the other night, and I think you guys have always told me this, to go back and look at my old videos. I look at my videos at my heaviest, and I didn't freak out. I looked at it and went, I don't look that bad. And I think some days it just depends on where my head is as to how I perceive it. And that's probably a good thing to remind myself, is that my perception is so murky at the best of times that what I see isn't what everyone else sees. And all the tickets and all the labels and all the judgments and all the assumptions and all the beliefs that are attached to every single inch of my body makes that something I can't trust. And that's the hardest part, because I feel shit, but everyone else is telling me I look great. I feel fat and gross, and I believe it means something, but everyone else tells me I look great. Anyway, that's why I'm here, and I'm scared even by just saying that, because I know that there's a big part of me that doesn't want to budge, because I don't have the same motivations, I don't have the same drives that I did originally, because I didn't lose the best thing in my world. I managed to get somewhere okay, but I'm now letting go of everything I tell myself I want, and the seductive nature of it all is so potent still that even committing to this to tape freaks me out. Telling myself no freaks me out. Watching my body change freaks me out. But I did it once before, and I'm damn sure I know I can do it again. I'm 29 years of age, and I feel like I haven't lived a day. It's past 18. I feel like I'm just getting older, and clinging to this illness is like clinging to childhood, like I'm playing perpetual Peter Pan. And the thing is that in doing so, I'm not actually living the life that I'm trying to create, or in the way that I think it will give me. It's all bullshit. And I don't know what's going to happen. I know what I'd like to happen, and I'm scared, because this is harder. Moving forward when you don't want to, knowing that it's the best thing for you, but also questioning your motives, questioning your methods, because maybe they aren't the best way. Maybe there's another way, I just don't know it. And I just go back to what I know, because I know that it works, and I know that I need to get healthier before I can be happier or feel different. And you guys saw the changes in me last time. I'm sorry this is long, but again, this is a selfish endeavour, and you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. But I just feel like I needed to talk to someone, and it's hard. I keep staring myself in the face and I want to punch it. But yeah, that's me. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. Guess I've just been trying to find myself and find my way back, and sometimes I'm too smart for my own good, sometimes I'm too stupid, and sometimes I'm just too good of a liar. Sometimes I'm too honest, and sometimes I'm too gutless. And sometimes I'm too hard on myself. But other times I have those moments of clarity and strength. And I think back to why I started doing this, and what I lost and what was taken away. And I'm scared of people seeing me because of what they'll think. Because of the judgments they'll make, because of the beliefs they'll have, not knowing what I've been through or what I've tried to do. I might make more of these, just me talking, and you guys don't have to watch them. I'll let you know when there's important shit. I'll put disclaimers. Otherwise, I'll let you go because this is a 20-minute video and it didn't mean to be. But I love you guys, and I'll see you real soon.